Good morning, this is Kasturi Day. Today again I've come to discuss the question answer series of the physical quantities and measurements according to ICSE syllabus class 8. So I'll start with the question number D today. So before that I want to tell you the answer of the first question, that is question number A, fill in the blanks. Okay. Number 9, 1 kg is the mass of dash ml of water at 4 degrees centigrade. I missed it out yesterday. That is, the answer is 1000 ml. Okay, 1000 ml of water at 4 degrees centigrade. Now I'm coming to question number D. Okay, that is correct the incorrect statements. Okay, so weight per unit volume of a substance is called density. No, its mass per unit volume of a substance is called density. More is the density of a liquid than a solid, more the volume of solid will submerge in it. False, I mean it's incorrect, and it is, the answer will be less is the density of the liquid than the solid, and more the volume of the solid will submerge in it. A piece of iron density whose density is 7.6 grams per centimeter cube sinks in mercury whose density is 13.6 grams per centimeter cube. A piece of iron whose density is 7.6 grams per centimeter cube does not sink, but it floats in mercury whose density is 13.6 grams per centimeter cube. Then land breeze flows from the sea towards the land. No, it's sea breeze flows from the sea towards the land, or you can say land breeze flows from the land towards the sea. Both the answers are correct. Now write with the rise in temperature of air, its density increases. No, its density decreases. A piece of wood whose density is 0.65 grams per centimeter cube sinks in alcohol whose density is 0.80 grams per centimeter cube. A piece of wood whose density is 0.6 grams per centimeter cube will float in an alcohol whose density is 0.8 grams per centimeter cube, because the liquid density is more than the solid, so the solid will float. A ship fully loaded in seawater submerges less in the river water. It will submerge more in the river water. Now we come to some short and long questions. Okay, so first one is, define the term density of a substance. Density of a substance is mass per unit volume of that substance. Second, name the SI unit of density. How is it related to grams per centimeter cube? SI unit of density is kg per meter cube. Okay, and 1 kg per meter cube is equal to 1 by 1000. 1 by 1000 grams per centimeter cube. Then the density of brass is 8.4 grams per centimeter cube. What do you mean by this statement? It means mass of brass is 8.4 grams in unit volume, or when the volume is 1 centimeter cube. Or you can say mass of brass is 84 grams when the volume of brass is 10 centimeter cube. Arrange the following substances in order of their increasing density. See, there are 5 substances are there, that is iron, cork, brass, water and mercury. Iron has a density of 7,800 kilograms per meter cube. Brass has 8,400, that is 8,400 kilogram per meter cube. Mercury is 13,600 kilogram per meter cube. Cork is 250 kg per meter cube. Water has 1000 kg per meter cube. So they will be arranged in increasing order. The slowest density is cork, then comes water, then comes iron, then comes brass, then comes mercury. Okay. Next we come to the next question, 5th one. How does the density of a liquid or gas vary with temperature? With the rise in temperature, the liquid or gas density decreases. The density decreases and the density increases with the fall in temperature. So, with the rise in temperature, the density decreases, and with the fall in temperature, the density increases. A given quantity of a liquid is heated. Which of the following quantity will vary and how? Mass, volume, or density? Mass of the liquid will remain constant if the heating is in a closed system. Okay. So, if we assume that the heating of a liquid is in a closed system, as is nothing getting out, as nothing is getting out of the closed system, in a closed container, if we heat it, then mass would not change, as if we heat a liquid in an open, but if we heat in an open container, then some liquid molecules gain enough kinetic energy and turn into gaseous state and evaporate. So thereby the mass will change. Okay. Next, the volume. Volume increases with the rise in temperature. What happens? Volume would increase because the particles will gain more kinetic energy on heating and they move faster. Okay. And so reducing the intermolecular spaces and intermolecular forces will the intermolecular forces will reduce and intermolecular spaces will increase. Okay, and therefore the volume will increase. Next, the density also decreases with the rise in temperature. What happens? Density would decrease because the same number of particles occupy a larger volume. Mass remaining constant or becoming somewhat less, but the volume will increase. So density formula is mass by volume. So if the volume increases, what happens? The density decreases. Okay. So next question, describe an experiment to determine the density of a material of a coin. For this, we need to measure the mass of a coin using a common beam balance or a physical balance, you can say. Okay, let it be m grams. Then a measuring cylinder is taken in which is partly filled with water. Now the level of the water is noted. Okay, let it be V1 ml or V1 centimeter cube. Now let us put the coin in with a thread, dip the coin with the thread and gently lower it down so that no water spills out. Okay, and and therefore again the water level is noted. We see that the water level rises up, so then we note the water level, final water level now. Then let it be, say, V2 ml or centimeter, V2 centimeter cube. So the volume of the solid will be the V2 minus V1. Okay, because it has displaced its volume. Okay, the solid has displaced its volume, so that much water has risen. So V2 minus V1 will be the total volume of the solid, final volume of the solid. Now density of the material will be mass by volume. So mass we have to noted is as m and volume is V. So m by V grams per centimeter cube. See, this is the diagram given. Okay, so we find that the initial level is 70 and the final level is 80. So the volume of the coin will be V2 minus V1, that is 10 centimeter cube. Okay, and the mass is m. So we can calculate the density now. Next we come to the describe an experiment to determine the density of a liquid. For this we need to take a beaker. The mass of the empty beaker is first measured by a common beam balance. Let us say it is m1 grams. Okay. Now the a measuring cylinder is taken and milk is poured in it to a certain level, say 50 ml or 50 centimeter cube, let us say, that is V. Okay. Now this milk is then transferred into the empty beaker. After this, again its mass is measured, say m2 grams. Okay, so now this becomes that empty beaker plus the milk. So m2 grams it becomes. Okay, so mass of milk will be m2 grams minus m1 gram, because m2 is empty beaker plus milk and m1 is only the beaker. So if we if we subtract this two, we get the actual mass of milk. Say it is 51.5 grams. So density will be 51 mass by volume. So 51.5 grams is the mass and 50 centimeter cube is the volume. So that will give us 1.03 grams per centimeter cube. Okay. Then what is a density bottle? How it is used to define the density of a liquid? It is a small glass bottle. This density bottle is a small glass bottle having a glass stopper at its neck, which is specially designed to determine the density of a liquid. Okay. It can store a fixed volume of liquid. Generally it is 25 ml or 50 ml. Okay. The stopper has a narrow hole through it, and if we fill the bottle and we put the stopper, what happens? This excess liquid will come out through this hole. Okay. Therefore, the bottle always contains the same volume of liquid each time when it is filled. It is also named as specific gravity bottle. And for determination of this density by this bottle, we need to first take a bottle and dry it. Then the empty bottle is measured in a beam balance, say m1 gram. Then the stopper of the bottle is removed and it is filled with water. Stopper is then replaced. Outside the bottle is wiped out dry and again it's measured. Say it is m2 grams. Now this becomes empty bottle plus water. Then again it is emptied, dried and filled with the liquid whose density has to be measured. Okay. Then again the stopper is replaced and wiped. The bottle outside the bottle is wiped dry and then again it's measured. So now this becomes empty bottle plus liquid. So it is m3 grams. Okay. So mass of water will be m2 minus m1 and mass of liquid will be m3 minus m1 grams. Now the density of water is equal to 1 gram per centimeter cube. And the mass of water contained in the bottle gives the volume of the bottle. So mass of liquid will be m3 minus m1 and volume of liquid will be m2 minus m1. So density will be mass by volume, mass of the liquid by volume of the liquid. That is m3 minus m1 by m2 minus m1 grams per centimeter cube. Okay. So I'll stop here. I'll continue with the rest of the questions in my next video. Please go through this. If you have any doubt, please do write in the comment box regarding this chapter or any other chapter I've taught before. Okay. You can also refer to these text videos. I'll give the descriptor in the description box. I'll give all the video links of the text videos. Okay. You can refer to them. And hoping you are liking the videos. And if you are liking it, please do press the like button and share with your friends so that they can also be benefited from these videos. And if you are a new viewer to my channel or are not subscribed yet, please do subscribe to get the notification of my next video. Thank you.